Hi, this is Adolfo and this is Life of Adolfo. Today I'm reviewing the Coolulu from Amazon. The reason I got the Coolulu or a mini refrigerator is because at work there's no refrigerator nor microwave. I do work by myself. There's a couple of plugins and I looked at my expenses and a lot of fast food expenses that I have that accumulate for a lot of money. And I noticed that this product is not that expensive, or depending on what you consider expensive. I did buy the little small refrigerator before I bought this one, and I noticed that I can only fill like 4 sodas and that's it. So my objective was not to fill it with drinks, but have food and drinks in it. So I went with the 15 liter afterwards. The first one is a 10 liter, but I decided to go with a 15 liter. That being said, I'm gonna give you the dimensions. The dimensions are as follows. According to Amazon, the length is 13.75, the width is 11.25, and the height is 16.25 inches. Now, a couple other things that Amazon mentions is the item weighs 14.42. It's a 15 liter like I mentioned, and the wattage is 60. Now, if we look at the back, since we already covered the dimensions and everything, one other thing that I wanted to mention is the back. As you can see, I'm gonna get it a little bit closer. So right here, there's a warm and a cold. So it does warm and it does get the item cold. I have it on cold all the time, so I haven't checked the warm part of the refrigerator. Now on the bottom, there's an AC adapter and a DC adapter right above it. If you have an AC right here and you have the DC up here, it's not gonna work. So you have to switch the button to AC and to AC and to whatever you want it, warm or cold. If it's a DC, you gotta have it on DC, and again, warm or cold. With that being said, now I'm gonna go with the inside. And on the inside, I'm gonna open it and I'm gonna show the temperature readings. The bottom one is at 44. And the middle one is at 47 right now. As you can see, the temperatures are gonna rise a little bit. 44 and 47. Earlier, it was at 43 in the bottom and in the middle at 44, but I did open it to make the review. Now, when it comes to the compartments, I cannot release these compartments. Maybe you can, but I did not want to break it. So mainly I use my food down here, drinks, and whatever other things that I have. When you want to put drinks, you can fit 3 right here, 3 right here, and 1 sideways. Just in case you're wondering how many cans can you fit. If you take this part out, then you can fit 4 and 4. As for the bottom, I use these type of bowls for food. I put one on the bottom, one above it, and you can fit 2 of them. Like that. Now, these are removable, and I do remove them. And the reason I remove the bottom is because the spacing on it, when I close it, is gonna not allow the item over there to overflow to the outside. This one also is removable, but I like to leave it on. Now, one of the reviews, but before I get to one of the reviews that I saw on Amazon, I'm gonna give you the dimensions inside. From top to bottom is about 12.5, a little bit more. From side to side, it's a little bit more than 8 inches. And from front to back, it's a little bit more than 8 inches. I don't know if you saw a little drip, but there's condensation. So If you're worried about condensation, and I did see reviews about people complaining about it, then this refrigerator is not for you. When it comes to cooling, like I said earlier, the earliest when I first took them out was 43 and 45. I believe this time it was 44 and 47. And the reason I put a temperature reading on the bottom and on the middle is because the blue area seems it's the coldest out of all the areas. And then the middle part, yes, so you know the temperature reading on the middle area. With that being said, now do I recommend this refrigerator? I do recommend it if you're not worried about condensation. And let me get the camera close so you can see. And let me lower it down. Oh, sorry. And as you can see, there's water right there. For me, it's not a big deal. For other people, it might be a big deal. And that's my review on it. It cools. There's condensation and how it works and the dimensions. Hopefully you like the video, and hopefully this makes you decide if you're willing to buy this product for something or whatever you want to get it for. As for the condensation, I did have drinks in here. Maybe it makes the drink sweat or the food sweat or anything, but I did test it with the food inside. Thank you. Have a good day.